Hey guys, so today I did a couple of stocks. I did make money on TEVA, and then on Agilent A, kind of broke even. So let's talk about TEVA first. So what happened here was TEVA started the day down. It's been down for a while. I think bad companies generally have bad news, and TEVA is one of them. So I saw that it's breaking this level, 1153. So I went short just slightly before the 5 minute window. So it was holding, sorry, holding this level. It's about to break it. So I went short 500 shares, added to my position. Um, and then it dropped. So I started to cover. And then I think I added to my position again. It popped up and then I exited. So right here, I actually sold only a few. So it's like I think 500 shares, 500 shares, and then I covered like 200, 200, 200. Um, and then I added to my position. It started to look like it was going to reverse, and I sold out. So I actually lost $5, even though this was a good play, but I lost $5 here. It that's okay. Proud of myself for stopping out. Popped up. I saw that I was struggling, waited, and then it looked like it was going to break this level because it is basically between these two SMAs. And then it looked very weak. Looked like it was about to break this again. So I went short. It popped up. Didn't really go past this line. So instead of stopping out, I added to my position. Level 2 kind of helped me feel more confident about it too because it looked very bearish. And then on the way down, I started to cover. Um, so that's what I did with TEVA. A kind of screwed me up. So for A, it gapped down. So I was bearish on this, but there is this SMA sitting here at this level. So I kind of felt like it's not going to break this. And on the 15-minute, basically holding this level. So what I did here on the 1 minute was I went long, it popped up, and then I started to cover. And then I think I went long again, and then it dropped on me. So when it dropped, I actually stopped out. So this is where I had a pretty big loss, like $1,000. And the reason for this is because I screwed myself up. So I was looking at Agilent, and it was basically the spread was only like 6-7 cents or something like that. But it did at one point have like a 20-cent spread or whatnot, but it fluctuated during the period in which I was trading. So sometimes it was 6 cents, sometimes it was 20 cents. I think it depended on the volume. So when it's fluctuating like that, it really screwed me over because I thought it was like 6 or 7 cents. So I went in, and then when it dropped, the spread was like 20 cents. So even though I covered at this level, I covered probably sooner when looking at the numbers, but because of the spread, I actually sold out at a much lower price. And then it just bounced right back. So I thought, okay, so it's holding this level. It's sitting above two SMAs. It has to be a strong stock. So I went back in for a long, and then I covered. So I made back up some of the losses. So now I'm like down several hundred or something like that. And TEVA kind of got me back to break even, and then I saw that it looked like it wasn't gonna make a new high. I was struggling at this level, so on the way down, I went short. I covered, and then I went short again. And I covered some. I did do a bounce back here, and I went short. And then it went above this level. It didn't look like it was gonna go much further, so I added to my position, and then it bounced back up. I was kind of nervous at this point. I wanted to cover, but then it started to drop again. So then I decided to wait and see what happens. Also, what gave me a little more confidence in holding it is the fact that this level didn't break the 69.34. which was a lower high than this previous level at 69.59. So on the way down, I started to cover. Turned out to be a good day for 69, 54 tickets and $128.40 in commissions. I'm not really proud of the way I traded because just here I feel like I was impatient. I knew this move was going to happen because if you look at this 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, for 5 minute it was basically trending down. And then prior to that, there's this big drop off too. So basically, for 10 minutes, it's more or less trending down, and especially the last five. And there's a pretty big drop from 69.90 all the way down to 68.47. It's 50 cents. So at some point, the shorts are going to cover. When I exited my last piece here, and then I stopped myself out pretty much at break even. I just shouldn't have made the short. I should have waited to see how high it goes, and then on the way down, probably at this level, that's when I should take a position to sort of test the water to see if it's really going to continue the play. But I was impatient. I was kind of greedy here, trying to make money, and also the fact that I didn't wait to see how high of a bounce it would make, because usually, even if it does a pullback, it would probably pull back up to this level, hit the resistance, and then go down again. But I entered at 68.60 when I should have entered at 68.75 or something like that. And then, stop out as soon as possible when I saw that the trend was reversing. This stock was volatile, but it wasn't like super crazy. I would have had an opportunity to get out. I should have gotten a small position here, wait for confirmation, then add it to it or something of that nature. Instead, I went in too early. I don't have a problem with this add here. This is a good place to add, especially if you didn't see it going, or a good place to enter. So I'm okay with this. Just needed to stop out earlier. So